your inner dialogue, mastering your inner voice, is how you start becoming empowered. And empowered is what you need to be if you want to have a presence on stage as a speaker, if you want to communicate and lead with charisma. So, how to hold a great conversation inside your head? It's a funny question, but a very important one for a fact. This is the video that's going to be about owning your inner dialogue, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's first check. You do hear a voice inside your head, do you? Oh, great, because I don't want to be the only one with this imposter voice then. It's a natural thing. We all have inner dialogues. We all have these voices inside our heads. Just some people tend to have less control over it, and it's less positive and optimistic than for some other people. So let's assume this voice to be like an internalization of your parents. Okay, so firstly, start listening and observing to what your voice is doing, saying, feeling, what exactly is going on. What is the tonality? What is the emotion, the color of your voice? How is it addressing you when it speaks to you? And when you've observed, then just do this one thing. Ask it to speak to you in a respectful tone, please. But here's the thing, what does a respectful tone look like? What does it sound like? In speaking, seeing is believing. So, have you ever seen someone act, speak, give harsh feedback in a really respectful way? What specifically did they do? How did they move their hands? What did their voice sound like? Did they move their arms out a lot? Like did they shout? Was there foam upon their mouth? No, right? They talked slowly. They picked their words very carefully, as if they are made of glass, like porcelain, and they will break upon contact if we throw them around too much. You can even make it a game and sort of role play as if your inner voice is a character from Bridgerton or something like the 19th century, like, "Dear Madam, if you are kind enough to allow me to give you feedback upon this current situation that happened." It's kind of funny. The most important personal development I ever did in my life is when I was teaching my own inner voices. I guess there's one voice, or you can say there's even more voices, for reasons you will learn if you choose to work with me or watch more videos, I guess. This topic will for sure come up. The best thing I ever did was to teach my inner voice how to talk to me, how to hold constructive conversations in my head. As Master Freud also said, to internalize one's ego, to make your own identity and not depend on the validation of others. You must change, redesign, remaster your inner parent's voice. It's a bit like redesigning the voice from the father you actually had to the one you wish you had, and matching the tonality to that. When you start managing your inner dialogues, you start the journey towards truly becoming an empowered leader, and also a great leader, simply because of the fact that you respect yourself, and you know what respect looks like, you know what it sounds like. You're not going to take any from others, much less yourself, and you will also not want to disrespect, yourself or others. I believe that holding great inner dialogues is the internalization of respect in the world and in your own interior world as well, and this will manifest also in the world.